If you guys need help gearing up for any of the new content that was added in the Cayo Perico heist update, be sure to use G2A with the link in the description, and also use cashback code BOSS if you want to save a little bit extra as well. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be taking a look at 15 things you need to know about the Mammoth Squaddie before you end up purchasing it in Grand Theft Auto Online. So this was kind of interesting how Rockstar decided to put some of the new vehicles actually on the Cayo Perico heist island, but didn't make them available to purchase once you get back to Los Santos. And the Mammoth Squaddie is one of those vehicles. Now, when it does become available, it'll be on the Warstock Cash and Carry site for $1,130,000. It's in the SUV class. It's a 4-seater. You've got passenger, driver, and then 2 people can actually sit in the back. And the description is, long gone are the days of playing army men with other kids. Now you play army men with grown-ups. And what's more grown-up than giving each other a high and tight before piling into an armored truck, stripping to the waist, and making revving noises? It's just like the old days, but your mom's not there to make you snacks. Another hilarious description from Rockstar. Now, this is what the Squaddie by default looks like when you get it, and on the inside. Now, what's funny is on the inside, you can actually read some of the in-game stickers that Rockstar puts there. Now, one of the cautions are lower brush guard before opening hood. And another one is a warning, do not go in the water deeper than 40 inches. Vehicle may sink. Water equipment is not installed. So this vehicle does not have like snorkel abilities either, which is kind of funny. And there's even an in-game sticker that suggests it would be a bad idea if you took the vehicle into the water. So that's pretty funny right there. Those are some of the things that I noticed before actually going into the Los Santos custom shop. Now, once we get into the Los Santos custom shop, I was thoroughly surprised with the Mammoth Squaddie. Like, I expected a vehicle like this to just be pretty bare bones because at the end of the day, it was a cut vehicle from the original version that was supposed to come in 2013. That's right, the Squaddie was supposed to arrive basically 7 years ago, but it looks like it has new headlights, new hood, as well as a significantly different front bumper and tires. And the original description has also been changed. So it's pretty cool that Rockstar finally got around to adding this vehicle into the game. But anyways, once you get it into the Los Santos custom shop, probably the most impressive part is all the customization. I mean, it's insane. 23 options, and the 23 options are just ludicrous on how many you have. Now, the first that you can change is bodywork. Now, what's interesting and important to know about bodywork here is it actually functions as the spoiler category, meaning that if you make any changes here, it's going to give you a little bit of a traction boost. So keep that in mind here, that even though you aren't necessarily adding a spoiler, you are adding something that the spoiler usually has an effect on, and that is traction. Now, you guys can clearly see how many customization options there were there, and that continues in the bumper category where you have 14 options for the front bumpers, which is just insane, and you get black options, primary color options, chrome options. There's a lot going on here. And on the rear bumper category as well, you get almost equally as many. Lots of different choices that will do tons of different things, like adding different light deflectors, removing the license plate from the car entirely. There's a lot of things that happen here. So that's the bumper category. Then on the chassis category, it really adds things to the outside of the vehicle, sort of hanging off the back edge. You can put ammo boxes, camo nets, weapon crates, jerry cans, lots of fun stuff that you can ultimately do there. You can also change the door rounds as well. Now, you have these armored doors here, which I found to be interesting, and since this is done in single player, we aren't really able to test this, so this is something we will have to wait for Grand Theft Auto Online, but it looks like you can add armor-plated doors to the vehicle. Now, according to the Mammoth Squaddie discussion thread on the GTA forum site, when asked if this was armored, the answer is no. However, according to the post, the engine is supposedly takes 20% less deformation damage. So it looks like these armored doors might just be for show. Now, after that, the customization options just continue to get better with the exhaust. You have a handful of different looks right here. I kind of chose the wrong Los Santos custom shop to bring this to because I couldn't really get a great angle on all the exhausts, but there's a lot of fun ones like adding the ability to have 2 of the high exhaust ones and a whole lot more. After that, it's grill options as well, a ton of fun ones here. I mean, there's 20 options for the grill, and some of them will actually give you extra lights on the front, and that's something we'll talk about a little bit later on because, spoiler alert, they do actually work, which is really fun. Same with the hood options. You've got 15 of those. It's crazy. I mean, do not underestimate the Squaddie here. For $1,130,000, you are getting some amazing customizable options here, which is way better than I thought we were going to be getting. Now, the only thing that's not so great are the liveries, and instead of having unique liveries, you only get the ones that were added back in like the gun running update or the Doomsday Heist. They're like the basic ones that a lot of the military ones get. So unfortunately, no unique liveries here, which is definitely a little bit unfortunate. After that, you get the option to upgrade the mirrors if you want. Again, couple options here, like going from the secondary color or black and changing up the design just a little bit. After mirrors, you've got your primary and your secondary color. And obviously, if you made anything secondary, it will have an impact on that. But the primary color is going to change pretty much the entire body of the vehicle, with the secondary color then going after some of the accessories you might put on there. Like, for example, the color of the netting on the weapon crates on the back. Those end up getting changed by the secondary color as well as the mirror and the roof. So lots of fun options right there. Speaking of the roof, there's a ton of customization options that you can do too, like adding lights and LED bars and more supplies on top. You can even end up changing the skirts too. I mean, 15 options just for the skirts on the vehicle. It's pretty wild. Now, there is one bit of good news about this car customization-wise is if you do use the iFruit app, you can actually change the color of the stock rims, which is quite nice. So if you wanted to paint them a specific color and keep that stock look, you could. Or you could just go with one of the off-road tires. The off-road tires look so good now that honestly, whatever you choose isn't going to have that like funky tire look. So I think I went with like the Mudslinger one, and that turned out to be pretty decent. And that is pretty much everything you can do inside of the Los Santos custom shop. Now, a couple of other things I wanted to test out. Obviously, the driver's side and passenger doors end up opening, but the hood ends up opening and the tailgate ends up opening up in the back too, which could be kind of fun for like military car shows or whatnot if you ever decided to do one of those. And as I told you guys earlier, any light that you add to this vehicle, whether it was a grill option or a roof option, is going to work. So the lights are not just there for show, they are actually functional and they work if you toggle the brights, which is really cool because sometimes Rockstar sort of forget to do that on the vehicles, and it makes adding those like light features kind of worthless, like literally just for show. So I'm glad in this case that it is absolutely not. Now, overall, what's my thoughts and opinions on the Mammoth Squaddie? I think that it is a really fun vehicle with a ton of customization. I mean, for basically $1 million, and I'm sure that at some point in time in the future, it will go on discount, making it even cheaper. Not only are you getting sort of a relic of GTA 5, a vehicle that's been in the game, just cut for years now, but you're getting one that has an extreme amount of customization. And if you love military vehicles and taking things to car shows, there's not going to be one of these Squaddies that looks identical. And honestly, that's the best part. So I think for what you're getting a kind of a classic, cool GTA car, and you're getting one that has an extreme amount of customization, which means you'll be able to have a lot of fun with it with your friends, or if you're just flying solo, but customizing it precisely the way you want. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. What are your thoughts, opinions, and more on the Mammoth Squaddie here in Grand Theft Auto Online? Are you going to be buying it, staying away from it? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, more in those comments down below. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Cayo Perico heist videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.